Crazy, and I wanted to come on here and just be able to share something that brought me a smile within my mountain. I'm relearning every day, coming back from a TBI, learning how life is. And each time that I do, I learn that when I relearn a word, that it may mean something to somebody else. It may mean this, it may mean that, it may mean this, and it would be the same word. And I couldn't understand that. But today, when I was talking, I usually do videos on Moments with Razy on Facebook and not on YouTube. But I said, you know what, I'm going to share this because this is so beautiful within my mountain, which that is what you are. You are your own beautiful mountain. You got that strength and you got knowledge and you got that heart, you got that fire, you got that seed of faith to be able to move your mountain. That's what I broke it down to. Because you know what, baby? I got molehills that are like, man, sometimes I get upon my molehill and I think that's what my life is about. I'll be standing on my molehill and be like, blah, blah, blah. That's what life is. Hey, that's all I have. That's all I am. And then I realized that, man, I'm more than my molehill. I made a mountain out of a molehill. Everybody always says that. Well, how do you make a mountain out of a molehill when nobody else sees my mountain? It's because I am my own mountain. And that molehill, I was coming around the mountain when she comes. And I stood upon my molehill and I thought that's all I was. And then I learned upon my mountain, I got spaces that I might be scared. And then I learned it is in everyone else as well. I learned also that we all have beautiful stained glass windows. We have beautiful stained glass windows upon our mountain that all of us share. We all cry tears like the ocean side, and we have well waters within us. We have wells that will well up in our belly and swallow us whole sometimes and make us our own Jonah. But today I learned something about walking in love. When you are in love with, you could always say, I love. You know, I love this, I love that, I love this. But when you are walking fully in love, you are walking in love. And it sounds the same, just like what I explained. Words mean something. Words have worth. Words have value. So when you are walking in love, and the only way that you can walk in love is when you recognize your own self. When you can be in love with your own self. Because if not, filler sands will come along and fill in those potholes of what you're lacking within your own mountainside. If you are looking for love because you have a hole where there's no love, there's no love. There's going to be filler sands come in and fill in that pothole. But when the shores change again and the waves, because every 6 hours, I don't know if you know this, but every 6 hours, the sands change upon the shores because of the tide. So picture yourself as a beautiful mountain. You have strengths within you. You have things that you share. You have things that you say. But when you love and walk within your own feet, walk in love with every part of your mountain. When you're not, and you're going to have pages that you're embarrassed. You're going to have pages that you don't understand. But don't hate that and don't hide it. When you hide it, you're going to have to deal with it later. You know, you don't hate it or recognize that. Recognize that. You know what? The other day I was talking to a friend of mine and she said, "Whoo, I feel that I hit some layers upon you." We're beautiful friends like this where we're able to share back and one and forth. And I said, and she's helping me as well. And I said, you know what? Because it was as we were talking, and beautiful friendship to be able to say this. She said, I recognize I hit some layers upon you, reach some layers upon your mountain that you are not ready to accept. And you know what I said to her? I said, you know what? You're right. And that is my right to be able to say these are pages within my mountain that nobody else has control but I. You're right, I have pages that I don't want to deal with at this time, and we all have that right within ourselves. But that's when I realized even a little bit more to be able to stand up. I don't allow somebody traipsing over my boundaries, and that's what we learn. We are our own mountain. You are your own mountain. You are your own living book. So, to walk in love. When you can love your whole self, when you can love your stained glass windows, when you can laugh at yourself, when you can do all that. But I'm talking about when you can walk in love. When you walk in love and you love every part of you, your past, your future, and right now. Because truth be told, I went on a year and a day journey with my dreads. And a year, I learned so many things happened. But a year did not equal up to the knowledge in the day. Because what matters is not the whole year. What actually matters is the day. Because the day is the day that you are living, gathering those sands of understanding that is going to fill your shores of when you look back, and instead of just crying, you can have the be able to remember that each of you shared knowledge, and that's what builds us up as a whole. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm sharing with you guys when you are in love with your own self and not in a what people always say, oh, she just love herself. No, when you are in love, you don't need no filler sands to feel nothing within yourself, because there ain't nothing that is not whole within you. You are whole. You are your own beautiful mountain. Let me say it again. You are your own mountain. You have the strength, you have that knowledge, and you have that heart, you have that seed of faith. You are able to move your mountain. So I'm going to let you guys go with that. I'm going to let you know how beautiful you are, because we are all the same. We got beautiful stained glass windows. We got ear wells. We got the wells. We got the heart. We got the seed of faith. We're able to share with one another, and we can do it in a whole new way. We do not have to go around and share the pains. When we share knowledge, you don't have to share the pain, because it will just cover up the knowledge. It'll cover up the knowledge. Take the knowledge. Share the knowledge. Share the knowledge. Peace out.